From Empire and the Never Ever Mets to Rhonda Jones is on the KJ Today Show. Hey, there you are, Taronda. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm so excited to be talking to you. Welcome to the KJ Today Show. Our mission is to bring positive vibes to people every day. And I know you've got a ton of energy and good stuff going on over there. So it's always a thrill to talk to someone as positive as you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Let's get right into. I know we've got so many people just absolutely adore you from Empire with such an addicting show, but you've got another show that's pretty addicting right now. But let's get into the Never Ever Mets and what it's like for you to be kind of in the middle of some of these just bizarre relationships.
So I am on a show called The Never Ever Met. It's on OWN. It's also streaming on HBO Max. I bring 7 couples under one roof who are all in the same situation, which is they've been dating someone virtually, but they never met them in person. They've never seen them. They've never physically talked to them or physically touched them. They just talk over the phone or the Instagram, or they just do everything via metaverse. So I bring them all under one roof to see if their connection could withstand the real world versus behind the screen. And like you said, it's a bizarre way of dating for sure. So you get a little bit of drama, you get a little bit of you get a little bit of everything on this show. Okay.
Can you imagine yourself? I mean, obviously, online dating is, it is a very normal thing, but like full online relationship, no physical contact. Could you ever imagine doing that personally?
No, I cannot. No. My love language is physical touch. Okay, it's one of them. I love to touch. I love to, that's one of the ways I actually connect. I gotta see my person. I gotta see if the energy is there. You ever been in a room with somebody and you just feel a little off? It's because
Yes.
of it's in person. So I won't know if the connection is really there until I physically see you in person. I can't wait 5, 8, 7, 10 years before I see my person to know if the connection is really there. Then I'm gonna be sorry I wasted my time.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We actually just had that. There's a girl on this show that works out of New York. She's been on with us for 2 years, and we just met in person. And it was still like, are we going to be cool if we meet in person, or is this going to be weird? I can't imagine a relationship to Rhonda.
You child. Bless
Now, let's talk about because I always love having someone like you on the show who is multi-talented, multi-passionate. I think for a long time we thought we had to be in a box, and this defines me. I am this one thing. Where you are, I mean, you're an actress, you're a rapper, you're a designer, you're out there doing good in the world. Can you talk a little bit about how you manage all of your passions and and still have energy to do it all?
I think when you're walking in your purpose, it doesn't feel like work. When you're truly like walking in the spirit, and when you're truly doing what God called you to do, it doesn't feel like work. You don't get tired because you're moving in the spirit and not in the physical. So when God gave me all these gifts and talents, because some of them are just talents, some of them are gifts. And the reason why I'm able to operate in them is because I know the difference. But I love what I do. I love what I do. And one of the main things my grandmother always used to say is, it's good to be good. And if I don't like what I see in the world, because the world can be a very dark place. It's so dark. And my grandma always say, you got to be the one to light it up then. You don't like what you see? Be the one to light it up. It's good to be good. So just trying to be an example of what good looks like, what good feels like, what good should be doing. And then eventually, I believe it becomes a domino effect. I do one thing, and somebody might get inspired by the things that I'm doing, and they start doing it, and then somebody might see them doing it, and they start doing it, becomes a domino effect. Now, the world is just good. The world is just light, and it's not so dark.
I love that. And we're here in Indianapolis, so not far from your home of Chicago. And would you share a little bit about some of that good that you're doing? Because you're helping in neighborhoods, you're empowering young girls, and I always love to give you, Rhonda, a chance to talk about maybe some of those organizations that we could do some good in helping you.
Oh, thank you. Absolutely. So I have a foundation called Black Village Foundation. What we do is provide financial resources to young budding entrepreneurs all over the south and west side of Chicago. The goal is to break generational curses. It's also to build Black wealth. So if there's a project or a business that these young entrepreneurs are trying to kickstart, we give them the funds to be able to do that. We also provide food resources. On the west side of Chicago is one of the most food deserts in the city of Chicago. So we do food giveaways on a weekly basis. I also am an advisory board member of Project Hood. The Hood stands for Helping Others Obtain Destiny. Pastor Corey Brooks is one of my amazing mentors, brother, friend, everything, my confidant, everything. What we're doing is we are basically located in one of the most disinvested communities, which is called O Block. It's also one of the most highest rated crime area. I teach an acting class there. And it's more than just acting. I'm teaching emotional intelligence. I'm teaching kids and it's kids from the age of 6 to 18, teaching kids how to regulate their emotions. I'm also teaching them how different etiquettes, how to be a lady, how to be a gentleman, how to court, and things like that. And I'm also teaching them not just one thing, but teaching them how to be a jack of all trades like myself. So I'm teaching them writing, I'm teaching them directing, producing, acting, music. So it's more than just acting, it's also life skills. I don't remember anybody coming back giving me those tools to be able to maneuver in the world. So these are the gems I'm giving the kids. They ain't old enough to have a Crown Royal bag, but I give gems for folks to put in their Crown Royal bag.
So, Rhonda Jones, it's been so much fun to talk with you today. The Never Ever Mets is on OWN and streaming now. And please keep being a light. We loved having you on the show. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for another celebrity interview. Of course, the KJ Today Show isn't just about talking to celebs, it's about hanging out with you. Join us live on Wednesday nights for pop culture, people to know, and pets. The KJ Today Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch live Wednesday nights at 7.